In this video, we'll explore 25 common coding pitfalls often observed in VBA newbies. More importantly, I'm going to show you how to replace these bad habits with proven techniques that actually work. So let's jump right in. Newbie habit 1. Using select for copying data. This is very common with beginners because this is how the macro recorder does it. You don't need to select data to copy, you can simply copy using this line. If you just want to copy data, then it is better to use an assignment like this. Newbie habit 2. Using the worksheet name to refer to the worksheet. Instead, use the code name of the worksheet. If the user changes the worksheet name, your code will still work correctly. Number 3. Referring to the same cell multiple times. Instead, declare variables and assign them to the cells. Not only will your code run faster, it will also be 10 times more readable. On a similar note, using hard-coded numbers for columns. This will cause a major headache if you need to insert or delete columns in the future. If you use enums, then you won't have this problem. Need to insert a column, then simply add the new enum and all the column references are automatically updated in your code. Habit number 5. Don't use ranges when dealing with large datasets. Every call to the worksheet slows down your code. What you need to do is use arrays. Place all the data from a range directly into an array, then process the data within the array. The difference in speed is mind-blowing. Number 6. Use an active sheet to reference a worksheet. Avoid using active sheet unless you have a specific need, because using it means you must always have the right sheet active at the right time. And this makes the code unreliable and more difficult to follow. Instead, specify the sheet using the code name for sheets in the current workbook or the worksheets collection for sheets in other workbooks. Habit 7. Not using option explicit. Option explicit enforces variable declaration, which is a good thing. It means that misspelled variables will be identified quickly rather than hiding in your code and leading to bigger problems later. To automatically add option explicit to every new module, select Tools Options and place a check beside Require Variable Declaration. Number 8. Using left, mid and right to extract from text with variable length fields. These functions are fine to use when field sizes are fixed. But if field sizes are variable, then using these functions can lead to very complex code. Instead, use the split function, which provides a much cleaner solution. 9. Not indenting code. Indenting is not only simple to do, it also makes your code much easier to read and understand, which is why pretty much every programming language uses it. Indent your code between any section start and end statements, such as for next, with, end with, if, end if, and so on. Habit number 10. Repeating the same object over and over in your code. Instead, you can use the with statement. Now you only need to refer to the object once. VBA knows that anything beginning with a full stop within this statement section is the object. Using the with statement improves readability, performance, and makes maintenance easier. Habit 11. Not using the read-only parameter when opening a file for reading. Using this parameter has two advantages. It prevents accidental changes to the file, and you can open the file even if someone else is using it. 12. Running your code without using debug compile. Using debug compile will find all syntax and compile errors in your project. Doing this regularly will ensure better code quality and reduce the likelihood of runtime errors. Using run will find some errors, but it only finds the errors in the subs that you reach. 13. Not using the immediate window to test your output. VBA has a great tool called the immediate window. At any point in your code's execution, you can write your data to the immediate window for a quick validation check. If you're only checking the data in your final output, then it can be very difficult to isolate problems in the data. 14. Declaring all variables at the top of a sub or function. Instead, you should declare your variables as you use them. It makes your code more maintainable and readable. Plus, you won't have unused variables hanging around in your code. Not using break and all errors. When you use error handling, VBA does not stop on the line with the error. Now, this is the correct behavior as you don't want a coding error to appear to the user. However, when you need to debug through the code to find the error, this can make things awkward. The simple way around it is to change the error setting to break on all errors. The code will then stop on the line with the error. Just make sure to switch the setting back when you fix the error. 16. Poor variable naming. Your code should be as readable as possible, so it makes sense to use clear variable names. Here are some examples of good variable names. It's clear at a glance what these variables represent. 17. Leave an auto syntax check turned on. When you're using VBA for a while, this error pop-up can become quite annoying. You can turn it off by going to Tools Options and removing the check beside Auto Syntax Check. Now if your code is a syntax error, the text will turn red, but you won't get the pop-up. 18. Not using a type for every variable in a dim statement. It may not be obvious, but if you declare any variable without a type, it will automatically become a variant, and this is something you want to avoid. For example, if I declare variables like this, then only C is a long, A and B are variants. The correct way to declare this line is like this. Now all the variables are long. 19. Navigating through the code without using bookmarks. Bookmarks are a simple tool for easily switching between different parts of your code. For example, imagine there is a location in your code that you need to keep returning to. You can put a bookmark beside a location and then you can return to it by clicking on the next bookmark icon. This cycles through all the current bookmarks and you can have as many as you like. 20. Using global variables. Variables that are declared at the top of a module as either public or private are called global variables. Using them is considered poor practice as it leads to poorly designed code. With that said, it is worth knowing that global variables retain their value between code runs, and this means there are scenarios where they can be useful, but unless you need this specific functionality, you should avoid using them. 21. Using a for loop to empty a collection. Emptying a collection this way is very slow and unnecessary. Simply set the collection variable to a new collection and then you will automatically have a new empty collection. The original collection will be deleted as long as nowhere else in the code is referencing it. 22. Using variants instead of specifying the variable type. Using variants mean that VBA will decide the type at runtime. The problem is that VBA will not be able to tell you if you're using the wrong type. So for example, if you try and use a text with a long integer. Always specify the variable type where possible, and that said, there are cases in VBA where you must use a variant, but in all other cases you should avoid them. 23. Putting code in the worksheet module. All your code should be placed in a standard class or uniform module. The only code in worksheet modules should be the event sub, and these should only contain code that calls code in one of the other module types. 24. Creating a user form to get the user to select a file. Instead, use the application getOpenFileName function. This will display the actual Windows Open File dialog and it allows you to easily configure it using the parameters. And finally 25. Messy button assignment. Most newbies will directly assign code to the sub they wish to run, but this leads to very messy code. Here is a much better way. Use a dedicated module to host all the click event subs, and these subs should only contain the code to call the sub that will perform the action. Now your button clicks are much easier to find, maintain and update. There you have the 25 newbie habits. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then make sure to click on the subscribe button and the bell icon beside it. See you on the next video.